Okay, this is from my buddy Loomis Loftus. He's, I guess, too shy to get a webcam and put himself out there. But I receive a lot of good emails from this guy, even though I kind of suspect he's a theist. I enjoy his videos, and I enjoy his emails even more. And this is what he told me about the Glock pistol he bought. So anyways, here it goes. Just thought I'd pass on a few things I've learned about Glocks since my purchase. Glocks have 7 flaws that I know so far. Their polymer frames have a tendency to crack. They have a weak slide release lever, and it is recommended that you use the slingshot method and not use the slide release lever. They have very poor chamber support. This results in spent cases having bulges in the sides. This is normally no big deal, but if you're a hand loader, it is a very big deal. And yeah, that would be if you're a hand loader. Okay, so number 4, they have a weak striker firing pin. Shooting normal American-made ammo, this is not a problem, but with some cheap imported military surplus ammo, the Glock striker doesn't seem to strike the primer hard enough to set it off. The result, every round is a misfire. I use a lot of Russian-made ammo for like firing range shit, like when I'm down at the range shooting my guns. So I could see how that would be a problem, because a lot of these fucking Russian-made ammunition is cheap and it's not reliable. So that would definitely be something to think about. 5. Most Glocks come with plastic sights. If you drop your Glock on pavement and it lands on the sights, no more sights. If you use a holster, the front sight eventually gets ground off. That's another... I've had a problem with sights even on like my Winchester 22, which I just use for, target shooting. It had a peep sight that was kind of like in a slide, and it had to be adjusted. Well, anyways, make a long story short, it's a Winchester, and it's a metal slide. It's a metal slide sight, and it fucking knocked off, like on its own. So sights are very important if you care about accuracy, which if you're using a gun, you should. 6. Glock slides are extremely fat. This makes them not the best choice for tucking inside your waistband. If you have a concealed carry, we're not trying to condone anything illegal here. Just if you have a concealed carry and you want to carry your pistol around with you, if it's fat and it's noticeable, that's definitely something you don't want to do because you don't want to scare people. 7. Glock mags have a thick plastic coating. This makes the grip of a Glock wider than other guns of similar capacity and caliber. Okay, and then he goes on to, besides those 7 things, he goes on to note, my new Glock developed a crack after shooting 2 boxes of ammo. It was shipped back to the factory and a new frame installed free of charge. Since mine is a 10mm and 10mm is very expensive ammo, $22 through $24 a box for full metal jacket practice rounds, I had intended on hand loading. Not now that I see the condition of the spent cases. 10mm is too hot a load to fool around with iffy cases. It is now my opinion that Glocks are cheap throwaway guns that should be much cheaper than they are. They are an ingenious design, simplicity, ease of manufacture, and function without maintenance, but they are not a top quality firearm in my opinion. They are a perfect weapon for people that know nothing about firearms. Their rep is overhyped. So this might offend Black Acid Lizard. I know he owns a Glock, but I'm not a Glock guy either. I never was. However, I don't own one and I never have. So, this is like kind of a counter recommendation from someone who I believe to be a legitimate source of wisdom. So take it for what you will. And if you don't own firearms and you don't care about firearms, please don't comment, because I don't want to hear about it, because there's some of us that believe in the Second Amendment and we believe it's important, and if you don't, that's fine, but don't comment, because I don't care about your opinion.